Good evening, everyone. Jody Breckbill, Stampin' Queen here, and it is Tuesday night. It's the first, no, it's not. Is today Tuesday? It is not Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. I'm doing Just Cards, so Just Cards virtual tonight, and it was throwing me off because normally this is a Tuesday class in person in my studio, and then I bring it to you guys live on Wednesday night. So I threw myself off when I saw Just Cards. I was like, wait a minute, it's not Tuesday. So hopefully some of you friends are out there and able to join me this evening. Come on into my studio, give me a like or a love. Let me know that you guys are on with me and watching. So welcome. Tuesday, as I said, Just Cards is held the first Tuesday of each month. So my girls were here yesterday morning and yesterday evening for a fun card class. And during the pandemic, during lockdown, when I had to cancel everything, I would come on and do Just Cards live since I couldn't really do anything else. So I continued to carry on the tradition. So I am always going to show you guys what you missed if you were not in class in person. So thanks so much for joining me, guys. So happy to have you here. Let's go over a couple things. Some of you guys may have been on this morning. I was doing What's Up Wednesday this morning, so it's a twofer today. You get me twice. And so I did go over some housekeeping things, some things that are going on in Stampin' Up world, but some of you guys might be new. Some of you guys might be just joining me for the first time, because during the day I know sometimes some folks can't be with me. So real quick, just to remind you, the last chance list went live yesterday. That is for our JJ mini catalog, or January through June mini. This is getting ready to retire. Hello, friends. So glad you came back again. You haven't had enough of me yet, huh? We're retiring this catalog at the end of June. So we went through this step by step last week. We highlighted our catalogs. We went through everything that was going to be on sale because many items are available at 50% off. There's some really good deals on the die cuts in here, guys, and some of the embellishments and things like that are up to 50% off. So make sure and check those out. If you don't have the video of us going through the catalog, let me know. It is on my YouTube channel as well as on my Stampin' Queen Facebook page. And as always, if you want to place an order, you can hop right on over to my online store at jodybreckbill.stampinup.com, just to make sure, friends, that as you're going through the order process, that my name is showing up in the upper corner all the time. So we're having some little snafus with some of our online ordering and switching you from my site to maybe a different demonstrator. So make sure I'm on there the entire time. This is the host code that you're going to use. And thanks, Deb. You never get too sick of me, because I'm going to see you in a couple weeks for Stamp Club. Use this host code right here if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, you want to make sure that you take the host benefits, right? And this the rest of, the next couple weeks until June 14th, we do have a host special going on. So if your order should reach $250, or if you have maybe some orders with some friends and you want to put them together at $250, we're giving you an extra bonus. So you're getting a $25 host credit extra, which means $50 for free. So that's pretty sweet, guys. Of course, if you don't want to online shop, no big deal. Just message me and I can take care of you. So just a little side thing that I have. I prepped a couple extra classes. So I have 2 extra Just Card classes here ready to go. So if you have a $30 order between now and Friday, I know today's Wednesday, this is very, very quick offer, but if you do have an online order between now and Friday, I should take that back. It doesn't have to be online. You can message me too. I'm going to give you a Just Cards class for absolutely free since I have a couple extra. Alrighty, so let's see what else I have. Summer school. Summer school has started, so I want to make sure you guys really fully understand the deal with summer school. It is happening all summer long, June, July, and August. So you're going to earn tickets. That's what I'm calling enrolling. So when you enroll in summer school, you're going to earn tickets. and I've got my cute little bucket here, my little summer school bucket. It's got tickets in there. So all you need to do is attend a regular class or a Facebook Live or even my YouTube video. If you're watching, make sure you comment here. That's roll call, right? Just like if we were in class and I would call your name and you would say here, make sure you put that in the comments. And as you are commenting here, I am putting a ticket in the bucket for you. The other thing is, for each $30 purchase you have during the summer, I'm going to give you a ticket for that. 2 tickets when you attend a special class or an event. So this could be maybe my virtual bingo. It could be my WOW class. It could be a retreat, something that is not normal that I do every single month. So if you attend something special, you're going to get 2 tickets for that. 3 tickets if you bring a new friend. So if you come to class in person and you bring a new friend who's never been here, or perhaps you invite a new friend to join me on a Facebook Live, just comment and say my new friend and list their name is here. I'm going to give you guys each 3 tickets for that. 5 tickets for hosting your own party or workshop or event. That would be $150. So if you do that through your own order or maybe a book party or gathering some orders from your friends, you're going to get 5 tickets for that. 10 tickets for joining my team. So this runs all summer long. I will be talking about it constantly because I want to see this bucket full. This is a pretty big sand bucket. I want to see it full of tickets. And at the end of summer, then I'm going to give away 2 $25 shopping sprees. So it pays to play, right, friends? And then my final reminder is about bingo. Bingo registration ends on June 8th. We are having a Flowers of Friendship class. We're going to show or share a couple things with Flowers of Friendship. I really love that little stamp set and the cute little punch that goes with it. So we're going to play with that tonight. And we are focusing our make and takes around that. So bingo will be Saturday, June 26th. And oh, Betty, I would love it if you would come hang out with me in person. I know it's a long, long flight or an even longer drive, but if you find someone to cross the country with, come hang out with me. It would be awesome. Especially you can come bingo in person. Yeah, you could come bingo right here in the studio. So June 26th, 11 a.m. Eastern time. It will be held via Zoom. Please do not let Zoom scare you guys. I will do trial runs. We will do practice. We will make sure that you are comfortable and ready to hang out on Zoom. A couple people have done it and they haven't hated it. They realize that actually Zoom is kind of fun. So June 26th, 11 a.m. Eastern time, RSVP ends on the 8th. So you're going to get make and takes with Flowers of Friendship. I have some swag I'm including. There's a coupon to use. And then, of course, we're going to play bingo. And prizes are going to be in about a $30 to $40 range for the bingo. We have six games of bingo and then, of course, our jackpot bingo at the end. So if you have any questions about bingo or summer school or anything else, just let me know. All right, I know you guys are ready for some stamping fun. So for those of you, I'll share real quick, who were not with me this morning for What's Up Wednesday. This is what we created. We focused on the Elegantly Said suite, and I shared these because this is actually going to be June's class to go. So information is out about that. You can find the registration in today's video from What's Up Wednesday. On Friday, it's going to be emailed out. So if you're in my email loop, you will definitely get Sharon, we could probably make it work because, oh, you don't have a camera, so you won't be able to see me either. If you can see me, you would be okay because you can see the bingo numbers. But if I can't see you, that's really not that big of a deal. Yes, I'm totally with you, Betty. Thank you, technology, for allowing us to gather all over the country. It's been a fantastic side effect of the pandemic, right? Is that I've gotten to have all kinds of new stamping friends, and we are gathering together even when we're apart. It's been wonderful. So anyway, guys, information about this registration for June's class to go is coming out on Friday, and you can also find it on today's What's Up Wednesday video. All righty, well, let's do a little stamping, shall we? So if you can see me, we might have to talk, Sharon. If that's something you're interested in, let's do a Facebook chat and see if maybe we can figure out how to make it work. If you can see me, that means you can see, because I'm going to stamp just like this. So if you can see that, you would be able to see the stamping. You would be able to see the bingo numbers. The only thing is I can't see you, but could I hear you? Because if I can hear you, then I would be able to hear if you called bingo. That would be the biggest downside, is I would need to make sure I can, if you get bingo, that you have a way of letting me know. So if you're interested in playing bingo with us on the 26th, let's do a little Facebook Messenger and see if we can't make it work. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to start off. I should say, I think I did neglect to tell you guys that when I do just cards, it's 3 cards, 2 of each. So these packets that I have here that I'm giving away free with a $30 order, these actually have 6 cards in them. So that's substantial. Pretty sweet deal. So what I've got here, we are going to play with hand penned, and I realized that I don't have my stamp set here. I have my stamps, and I was going to show you the entire stamp set, but I don't have it handy because I'm getting ready to go on a retreat this weekend, and I'm packing things up. So I've got a piece of my Whisper White here. I use the thick Whisper White. This is going to be a white tone on tone. So that's what I'm wondering, Vicki, if she could, if she could send it to me via messenger. I can't receive text during bingo. That's my problem, but I'm wondering about chat. That was my other thing, was could she put in the chat, bingo, and then I can get her numbers from there. So I think it's doable. I do think it's doable. So yeah, we'll figure it out if you're interested in playing with us. So I did take another piece of basic white here, and ahead of time, I ran that through the Painted Textures embossing folder. Oh, do I ever love that folder. I just think it just gives a nice background without being overwhelming. So we're going to go ahead and attach that to our card base. I did say this is thick Whisper White for the card base, right? I used it thick. I like, when I'm doing a white card base, I really do like our thick. I keep saying thick Whisper White. I'm so sorry. That's such a bad habit. Thick basic white. I will get back on track here. And I, ahead of time, cut out a scallop. This is from our Scallop Contours. And I use that a lot in Tuesday's class. I really love that one. Before I get ahead of myself, I'm going to stamp my flowers from hand penned. I'm going to do those in Evening Evergreen. And then I'm also going to stamp my sentiment here, down here in the bottom of that, that little scallop. So now it's down to putting some color on. So I don't have a squishy pad, and I think I want one for tonight with this photopolymer. So this card is fantastic because it really showcases all the new in colors, and I'm loving them, and I love them together. We talked about that a little bit this morning. I love them together, and sometimes they aren't always made to work together. So we've got our apricot. Oh my gosh, that's not right. I'm showing my age again. Pale papaya. And I'm missing my pink. Here we are. I had a little bit of a play day. And so some of my ink pads got moved around to a different place. So now I've got, nope, this one goes over here, polished pink. And I like this set because it's just kind of a splash of color. It's not made to really line everything up perfectly. So if that does bother you, we might just have to take a long, deep breath and let that go. right? If we're trying to be too perfectionistic on this stamp, it's going to, my son's starting to text me. Okay, don't text me, Junior. So when I get text during a live, it covers my whole screen and I can't see what I'm doing. The nice thing is that we don't have to worry real hard or worry too much about trying to really get that in the lines and making sure that we have it lined up exact. We're just giving a little bit of a wash of color. So now I've got my freesia, and I'm going to stamp these little guys here with fresh freesia. And then we will finish off with the last color, Soft Succulent. And I've got some little teeny leaves here, super, super cute. So I do recommend having a squishy pad for this one. Normally I don't. If I'm on a real nice hard surface, I don't have any issues. But with this one, I was having some trouble. And so I threw the Pierce mat right underneath there. And there we go. So that's all we needed to do. So now we need to do some die cutting. But I need to make myself some room. So ahead of time, just for the sake of television, this is from the penned dies. I cut them out ahead of time. So we do want those two little cute leaves there. And then, well, that brought something along with it. Then I have this one to cut that big shape out. So I'm not going to bring the boss in here because you guys know how to die cut. It's right behind me. So I'm just going to turn around real quick and just run him through. So hold, please. All right, so sorry about that, but I just thought it was easier to not have to drag it and set it up. So now let's see. I stole my own dimensionals from myself when I was working today, so I'll have to track those down. Normally I have everything right here and ready to go, but and all I can find is little bitty ones. So, yeah, I did use the Evening Evergreen. I did my first sample, I stamped it in black, but I just like the Evening Evergreen. It kind of softened it just a little bit, especially since this is white on white. All right, so let's go ahead and do some dimension on here. So I'm going to put some Pop-Tarts on our scallop, and I'm using all these little edges here because why not? Don't throw them away. There we go. I think I want one in the middle too. And there we go. That's just going to sit right down here in the center. And then I'm going to do some glue dots. And I'm just going to put a little mini glue dot right here on the bottom of that leaf. And it's just going to kind of hang out there. Same with the other leaf. And these are from the same die set. And that one's going to just hang out, whoops, right up there. And then I'll put some dimensionals on my flower, and that's it for this card. It's very, very simple. I know lots of people are needing thank you cards right about now because there's going to be weddings and lots of graduations. So always a good gift. You can gift a graduate some thank you cards. I am a firm believer in, I mean, you know, we're crafters, right? We love stamping and we love creating. But I was very hard on my kids with thank you cards. It was very important to send thank you cards. Didn't always have to be a handmade one, but I was like, if somebody sends you money or a gift, you send them a thank you card. Now, they're grown, they're old. I can't really control what they do, and I don't always know when they're getting a gift or anything, and so I tell them, you know, just acknowledge it. Even if you can't do a card, you need to acknowledge, whether it be it a text or an email or something, to tell that person. It's very important to thank somebody for sending you money or a gift card or a gift. So anyway, there is a super cute tone-on-tone, white-on-white card with hand penned. All right. All right, so that was, I don't want to say that was that was not a difficult card. That was just a couple more steps than what I normally do in my Just Cards class. I like things to be very, very simple because this is my class I use for beginners. Those people who I'm just meeting for the first time, the newbies, like they can come to class and they can learn and not be too overwhelmed. So I try to keep things fairly simple. It's also helpful for those of us that just need to make quick and cute cards, you know, and not taking hours to create cards. So this one is super fast and I really liked it. You guys who were on with me this morning saw how much I love the Elegantly Said. So I have got Mary Merlot. This is a color I haven't really pulled out in a while. And I just need to weed out my pieces because I have 2 of everything. There we are. Okay. And I don't need to make 2 this evening. So I need lots of wedding cards, anniversary cards, and Elegantly Said is my go-to for that one. And I don't know what I did with all my stamp sets. They were just here. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is something a little bit different. And this piece here is 8 by 5 1/4. So this is actually our card base. I'm just going to fold it in half just like we normally would. But I am going to attach this to a piece of Merlot that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So it's going to open just a little different. I like to do this because I want to have the inside white so that I can write my sentiment, stamp my sentiment, write my greeting. But I don't want to have to do an extra step of cutting, or maybe I'm going to conserve some cardstock a little bit. So now I've got that matte back behind there, but when I open my card, it's still a white inside. Okay, that makes sense? Then ahead of time, I told you I love the Scallop Contours Die, so I went ahead and cut this out ahead of time. This is the biggest one, and it does come with some little pieces that we got to get out of there. They're cut. They didn't fall out just yet. So I am going to, let me wait and attach that. Oh, it's shedding all over my card. Okay, let's go ahead and stamp. Well, daggone, I'm going to have to find my stamp set because my sentiment's gone. This is quite a mystery. Did I put it away? I didn't think that I did. Oh, yes, I did. I put it back where it belonged. Who would have thought? I must have been in a cleaning frenzy and put everything back where it belonged. All right. Now, do I have... Yes, I have the other piece that I need, and I've got my Mary Merlot ink. So I thought this one would be kind of cool. So here's the stamp set with all these cool scripts and fonts. So it's got wonderful birthday, anniversary, thank you, for you, my life has changed for you, but my love and support never will. True love stories last forever. So I thought this is such a great wedding card, anniversary card, shower card, something like that. And with this very, very simple card, you could change the colors to match the wedding. It would look really pretty in black and white, navy and white. I'm doing Merlot and white. So I'm going to ink up this big flourish. And I'm just stamping this down in the corner. Isn't that pretty? So, so pretty. And then, oh, I got a smudge. I think we're gonna cover it up. Yes. So now I've got my True Love Stories Last Forever. And I'm gonna just stamp this right here in the corner. That's it for stamping. I'm going to attach that to that big die cut rectangle that I just did. Here's the die on that one, but I did cut some stuff out ahead of time. There we go. Let's grab some dimensionals. One of those in each corner, and then we'll have one in the middle there. And that's really just going to be it for this card. So, so simple. But yet it kind of packs a little bit of a punch. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? And then, just because everything's better with bling, I did grab my gold metallic pearls, and I'm going to sprinkle a couple of those on just for that little bit of bling that just makes everything pop. There we go. Easy peasy mac and cheesy. So we've got those pearls come in gold and silver. So I did gold here, but depending on what color you used, you could totally add the silver in or add the rhinestones or the regular pearls. You know, you could change it to be whatever color you needed. So there you go, guys. There's card number 2. All right, the next one we're going to play with is the Flowers of Friendship that we had talked about. So let me gather some things for that one. I found my dimensionals. There they are. All right, now don't forget, we are doing summer school, guys, so make sure you do check in by commenting here so that you get your ticket entered into the drawing for the shopping spree. All right, so I did some things ahead of time on this one as well. So I'm pulling in my pale papaya, some basic white. I did ahead of time, I punched out a little flower from our designer series paper. I grabbed the In Color Shimmer Vellum. Have you guys seen this yet? It is stunning in person. It's all shimmery and glimmery. It's gorge. Then I die cut out another scallop from the Scallop Contours. I did that one ahead of time as well. And I have a little piece here for my stamping. I think I want a piece of scrap paper. Yeah. Alrighty. So this is our last card. We're almost done with class. That was such a fast class, right? It's only 6:30 almost. But like I said, this class is focused on quick and cute cards. So we're going to fold our card base in half. Then I'm going to take this Whisper or this basic white piece and my papaya ink. And here's my stamp set that I'm using. Focusing on that one. So this is the one we're going to use for bingo as well. Love this. With the coordinating punch. And I have the big flower and the little flower. So I'm just going to randomly stamp them kind of so they look like they're maybe cascading down the card a little bit. And I'm twisting them and turning them so that they aren't all in a row. Put some little ones in here. There we are. And I can attach that to my card base. You've got it on the wish list, Kay. You will love it. It's gorgeous. I've been using it a lot. Come on, bud, let's roll. There we are. And it cuts really, really nice. The other thing is that it is, you know how with vellum sometimes you see the your adhesive or whatever you're using behind it? Not so much with the shimmer. It's thick enough that you don't really see the adhesive showing through, and that's nice too. So we've got that. Then I'm going to take this little piece right here and my Memento Black, and I'm going to stamp a sentiment. And I'm going to do many thanks from all of us. That's going to get attached to the center of that little scallop rectangle that we just made. And you'll notice with this rectangle that it's got free sides on it, like they're not attached. That's so that you could weave a ribbon through it. You can also take a white or your front piece here and you can actually tuck it in the corners. Now mine's a little bigger. Let me see if I have a piece without adhesive. I'm sorry, mine's a little smaller than what I needed, but you could kind of tuck your corners up in here, I do believe. So I would need to make it a little bit bigger, but I could kind of tuck that corner. Does that make sense? Is that going to work? Maybe not. Maybe not like what I had thought it was going to be. Anyway, I've been using it to weave ribbon through, but whenever you get it, if you think that it cut through, that is how it's made. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my sentiment there. Then we'll get some dimensionals and we'll put that on our card base. So what I do if they seem like they're a little bit floppy is I just put my dimensional on there and that holds it shut. If you don't have some ribbon running through it or a piece of cardstock, you know, you could do all kinds of different things with that. There we go. So let's add this to my card. Hey, Kathleen. Glad to see you on here. There we go. Set that right there in the center. Cutie, cutie. Now I'm going to grab my punch and I'm going to punch out a big and a little flower. You might get some extra stuff, but that's fine. All right, so what do we want to do next? I'm going to give them a little dimension just by using my one end of the tool, the stylus end, and I'm just going to poke it down in the center, and that just kind of curls it up a little bit. So it almost gives it just a little dimension. And then I'm going to take a baby dimensional and attach that right to my card. I think I'm going to stick another one back behind there. It seems a little too floppy for me, so let's do another one. There we go. Same with this guy here. I'm going to do a little flower there in the corner. Okay, now this one here, I'm going to do something a little bit different with. And where do I want to put that? I am going to put a dimensional on it. And it's going to hang out here in that corner. Then I've got some of the papaya ribbon. And I'm going to tie myself a nice little bow. And it's going to be a teeny tiny one. I love this ribbon. It's so fun and so easy to work with. It's nice and flexible, and it's got that open weave, so that makes it real nice, that it's not real thick and kind of satiny a little bit. So let's add a snot dot here. We'll get ourselves a little snot dot, put that right in the center of that flower, and then I can trim off whatever extra is hanging down here. Some of this is starting to go on back order because it's been real popular. And then I can just kind of fluff them up a little bit, right? Just to fluff up our flowers a little. And then, of course, we need some bling. So on my original card, I used the In Color bling, the new In Color gems, but they are not orderable right now. So I grabbed some of the champagne rhinestones, and I think they look just as pretty. Actually, I probably like them even a little bit better than the actual papaya gem. Okay, so there we go. Perfect. I love it, Kathleen. Make sure you share. You guys are welcome to post what you're creating in my group. I love to see what you guys are making. I think that's awesome. All right, so we made that one tonight. Our pretty anniversary card, and then our hand penned. So thanks so much for hanging out with me, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. The rest of your week, I hope, is amazing. Don't forget, just a real quick little sidebar is I do have 2 packs of Just Cards class. There are 2 of every card that we just made. These are available if you place a $30 order with me by Friday. I'll give you a free pack of make and takes. All right, my friends, thanks again so much for joining me and hanging out with me. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for Movie Monday. Don't forget, every Monday on my YouTube channel, I have a brand new movie, and then every Wednesday, I'm right back here at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for What's Up Wednesday. All right, happy stamping, friends.